Moving on, the Khatakhat model that Rahul Gandhi once spoke of seems to be haunting the Congress party once again. A curious statement from the Karnataka Deputy CM has now set the cat among the pigeons. D.K. Shivakumar's claim that the state government may review the Shakti Guarantee scheme has raised hackles within the Congress itself, with the Congress president pulling him up on a public platform, saying such comments could become the subject of ridicule and arm the opposition. And arm the opposition it did, because today even the Prime Minister called out the Congress party, citing examples of Karnataka and Himachal Pradesh government. The Prime Minister warned people of the country to be vigilant of the Congress and their so-called fake promises. However, for the Congress, this is a needless issue that's being blown out of proportion by the BJP and the NDA. Here's how the war of words is playing out, and then let's open up the debate.
The Congress party is a party of liars. Congress party is a party that promises the moon before elections and cheats the people right after elections. The discussion now around the Shakti scheme is an example or an extension of this reality of the Congress.
The program continues for 3.5 years, again 5 years, we will come back to power. That means 8.5 years, our Shakti program will continue. BJP in 2018, they have promised 600 assurances. They have implemented only 60, just 10%. BJP leaders are liars.
Let's go across to our guest. Shehzad Poonawalla continues to be with us, and Kamru Choudhury is also with us on the broadcast. JVC Sriram, political commentator, joins us on this debate. We have Brijesh Kallappa, advocate, and Siddharth Sharma, spokesperson of the Aam Aadmi Party. Kamru Choudhury, has the Khatakhat model failed? Because even the Congress president seems to be asking some tough questions on budget constraints, on saying that before you roll out these schemes, look at the budget.
No, Swati, first and foremost, we must understand, since independence, our constitution, our entire executive and the implementation has been designed on a welfare model for India as such, wherein when the rich will be taxed to uplift the conditions of the poor. That is where the entire concept of a welfare state comes in. There is a distinction between what constitutes a freebie and what constitutes a welfare scheme. It's not that I provide free cycles to the school-going children in West Bengal, or I provide scooties to the children who have passed out class 10 in Assam. These are not considered as freebie according to me. But then you give 75,000 rupees to the Durga Puja committees. That according to me is a freebie. There has to be a distinction between what Narendra Modi is giving to 80 crore people and what health insurance scheme with his photo on it, or a bag of rice with his photo on it constitute a freebie. There has to be a distinction on that. You cannot be that the Shakti scheme of Karnataka has failed, whereas the free bus rides in Delhi has been a success. The point is not that. Point is whether the scheme, well researched, well implemented, reaches out to the intended masses where it is intended for, or whether the
why is there a need to review it then?
Scheme. No, just a minute. Ladli Behna scheme, or yes, of course there is because we are an evolving economy. We don't know as of now how to get the poor from the poverty line to the middle class at least. That's how the policy makers have failed.
In that case, Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge has missed that point that you're making and the Karnataka government is making. Mallikarjun Kharge clearly has missed that. Because Mallikarjun Kharge is saying, based on this model, announcements are being made in Maharashtra as well. You know, this model should not fail. This government should not fail. Otherwise, all these people will turn against you. And by that, he meant the people of Karnataka. And he said, we'll be in exile again for 10 years.
Yeah, Swati, you must understand the governance model of India. It's always the state government that implements the scheme. But the policies that are there are designed by a political party, because it's ultimately the political party.
Do the state government do some basic calculation and math and look at how much money they have, how many welfare schemes? I'm not calling it freebie for your sake and what you just explained to us. Does the state government not do basic math in how many welfare schemes they can launch, whether they have the money for that or not, and whether there's enough money for development and other issues in the state?
Swati, the world's best implemented scheme was implemented by the UPA in the Manrega scheme, wherein you see a
You're not answering my questions. I'm talking about the present. I'm talking about Karnataka. I'm talking about what Mallikarjun Kharge has said on a public platform to DK Shivakumar when he said, I didn't say that about reviewing the scheme. Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge said, you're not reading the newspapers. But Shehzad Poonawalla, the allegation is, and this is what the Chief Minister also said, that the centre is not giving us our due. And that's the problem. Not like we have some crunch.
I'll come to that in 30 seconds, but first of all, Kharge ji has made a big admission that Congress only gives nakli guarantee, and there are two templates. One is Modi ji's guarantee pure hone ki guarantee, and the other is a farji guarantee of Rahul Gandhi, which is the khatakat model, and which can be summed up by saying कि जहां भी कांग्रेस आई वहां पर लूट महंगाई और बर्बादी लाई. Look at Himachal, 1500 रुपए महिलाओं को देंगे, OPS लाएंगे, हम लोग जो है 300 यूनिट फ्री देंगे, 5 लाख जॉब देंगे, क्या क्या टॉयलेट पर टैक्स लगा दिया, फिर विड्रॉ करना पड़ा. Then we saw the manner in which diesel prices have been increased, milk prices have been increased. In Karnataka too, the entire scheme of things that they promised costed 60 to 70,000 crores. The Chief Minister's financial advisor said that we have no money left for the development. One rainfall, see the civic apathy and the infrastructure crumbling there. And look at the manner in which petrol, diesel, milk, water, stamp duty, everything has been raised. It's like a jizya that has been put. Now coming to what the centre has come, let me just talk about the Karnataka, because specific numbers we'll talk about. 2004 to 14, Karnataka was given 81,000 crore by UPA. 2014 to 24, Swati ji suniye, 2,93,226 crore, 3.5 times more, 258% more increased in tax devolution. Tamil Nadu, all states got more. The total amount that the states got during the UPA time was 30 lakh crore. Okay. Under Modi, it got 1,20,000 crore. This is not a question of money. It is about keeping your promises. Just last 10 seconds. Congress has been making one promise for the last 4 generations. Garibi hatao. Kahin par garibi nahi hati. Whereas we, sir, I did not interrupt you. Sir, please, I did not interrupt you. Sir, 10 seconds more. Whereas, look at the promises we made. 370 हटाएंगे, हटा दी. राम मंदिर बनाएंगे, बना दी. यूसी से शुरू कर दिया, GST लागू कर दिया, ONOP उसके मार्ग पर है, women's reservation लागू कर दिया, चालू कर दिया. तो this is the kind of fulfillment of promises by one side, guarantee पूरी होने की guarantee and नकली guarantee of Rahul Gandhi.
And if somebody wants to challenge the data that Shehzad has just presented, you can go ahead. But let me bring in Brijesh Kalappa. Brijesh Kalappa, what is happening in Karnataka? Is this just an ego issue with the government of Karnataka now because they made these promises, they were voted by the people, and they have to anyhow keep these schemes up and running? Something that even Mallikarjun Kharge isn't convinced with, because he's saying, don't just go out there, announce 5 schemes, 6 schemes, 20 schemes. Just look at your budget first.
No, that's not what he said. These schemes are already in place. The budget is doing just fine. It's been a year and a half of Mr. Siddaramaiah's government, and the budget is doing just fine. The point is that government, from time to time, any government, whether it's Modi Sarkar or whether it's the Siddaramaiah government, they have to review their schemes. Now, can you explain why Mr. Modi had to withdraw the lateral entry into the IAS? Can you also explain why he had to do away with the broadcasting bill? Why he had to do away with the indexation benefit with regard to long-term capital gains? These things always happen. Every government has to look at the manner of, the schemes and how it has to work, whether it is working, whether it is actually reaching the beneficiaries. I think this was one such exercise, and I don't think much should be read into it. Because what has ultimately happened, Mr. Kharge asked Mr. Shivkumar why he made a particular statement regarding the schemes. Mr. Shivkumar said, no, there are some ladies who have petitioned us saying that, look, we are able to pay our, bus fare. So why, to that extent at least, I think these bus fares should be charged to us. And I think it's fair, because my child also, my daughter, she goes to college and she actually pays her, bus fare. So there are a lot of women like this who would like to help the state, because they realize that the state is actually doing well. It's helping a lot of women, because as you will understand...
You believe there's no issue there. There's no issue there, because Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge did not just stop after DK Shivakumar said, he did not just stop there. There were a lot of advices that came in, suggestions also that came in from Mallikarjun Kharge. He said,
2 minutes.
Okay. Finish your point.
Yeah, so supposing a woman has a drunkard husband, he doesn't bring anything home. In fact, he takes away from her. So therefore, the government is giving 2,000 rupees today to each woman. then she saves in terms of the bus fare because then she can get vegetables.
Okay, I'm getting your point. Perhaps Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge did not get the point, is all I'm saying. JVC Sriram, did Mallikarjun Kharge, was he only taking an update about the review thing that he'd heard? Because Brijesh Kalappa is saying, what's new in that? Governments often introduce schemes and they review it. And BJP is only creating a controversy out of this.
Happy Diwali to all, Swati. First and foremost, we need to understand, it is election season now. And the moment the election season is on, and at this point in time when DK Shivakumar ji talked about reviewing, Mallikarjun Kharge ji got feverish. Because Maharashtra election is now round the corner. They're going to announce the guarantee. And they announced the guarantees in Karnataka and came to power, and you know what has happened to the economy. I don't have to talk about it. Already people have talked about it. And I am from Telangana. I am sitting here in Hyderabad. None of the promises which have been given has been implemented. So what has happened is, when the Prime Minister of the nation, just a few minutes back, comes and talks about the fake guarantees or the fake promises which the Congress party is giving, that exposes the lie and the fraud which is committed on the people of this country by the Congress party. Now, Shehzad Poonawalla just forgot to mention one thing. He kept mentioning everything. Now, Garibi Hatao was a slogan by the Congress party, but it was Sri Narendra Modi ji government which pulled 24.5 crore people out of the poverty. And this is something which is recognized by the IMF, the World Bank, and several agencies. So what we need to understand is, Mr. Narendra Modi's policies and Narendra Modi's guarantees are not meant to fetch votes. Ayushman Bharat, 70-year-old, he didn't, announce that for the sake of votes. It was much after the election he said that, yes, I'm going to do all these things to you. So, as a result of which, Congress party aims to do all these promises only to win election. Once elections are won, they forget the guarantee.
No, but they've implemented the guarantee. They're saying that they are up and running. Our guarantees continue. We've implemented that. Before I let Kamru Choudhury respond to that, I want to go across to... Okay, I want to go across to Siddharth Sharma. Siddharth Sharma, that's one issue that your government has faced and has been criticized for it in both the national capital and Punjab as well. Today, the Prime Minister, of course, on the issue of Karnataka has said that, these promises are made before elections, and now the parties find it extremely difficult and tough to keep up those promises. So people and the voters need to be really cautious about this. Beware of such parties. Be vigilant.
Yeah, Swati, I think you hit the nail on the head when in your earlier statement you said whenever somebody comes up with any schemes, there has to be some little bit of basic mathematics and calculation. I think all of us agree that there are three universal principles. One, the money doesn't grow on trees. Two, money is exchanged for goods. And three, anyone who takes money and doesn't give goods back is a cheat. Now, every Indian family pays rupees 53,000 per year to the BJP central government as tax. Now, every Delhiite also pays rupees 28,000 rupees every year to Aam Aadmi Party government as tax. Now, and Aam Aadmi Party, in lieu of that money received, gives back universal health care to the entire family, gives back universal education to the kids of the family, gives universal electricity to entire household, gives universal water to drink, gives free transport to women in family, free Tirth Yatra to elders in the family. And despite all these so-called revenues, the CAG, which is the Constitution's premier auditing body, says Arvind Kejriwal model is running in profit. Now, what is stopping BJP from giving the same services to all Indians?
Okay, Shehzad Poonawalla has put the ball in your court. What's stopping you from extending that benefit to the people?
Is Times of India a reputed newspaper? I believe you would say that. Delhi projected to slip into revenue deficit for the first time in 31 years. Times of India, by the way. Anyways, revenue surplus was always there in Delhi even during Sheilaji's years. 2014 it was 14,000 crores. Today it has slipped to almost half and the debt has doubled. But having said that, forget that. Universal pollution zarur diya hai. Siddharth ji, last debate also Swati, you and I were there. 20 hospitals. Please tell me the new hospitals where I'm getting this universal health care. Please name 5 hospitals, sir. 5 new hospitals.
World's most polluted city. Do you want to see the
Sir, calm down. Sir, calm down. Sir, calm down. क्रैकर कल फोड़ दिया हमने. आप बताइए 5 नए हॉस्पिटल जहाँ पे यूनिवर्सल हेल्थ केयर मिल रहा है. सर आप कहाँ बैठे हो बेंगलुरु में? पता नहीं कहाँ बैठे हैं आप, दिल्ली की डिबेट कर रहे हैं।
Income tax.
Sir, why are you angry? I asked you name of 5 hospitals, sir.
It is like my grandfather giving me 325 rupees pocket money.
Sir, don't go to your grandfather. God bless him. Please tell me 5 new hospitals names. Just names of 5 new hospitals you built in
This
Delhi.
debate is not about hospitals.
अरे सर, you said universal healthcare दे रहा है. मैं ढूंढ रहा हूँ बाइनोकुलर लेकर. I have started Delhi का दर्शन to find where is this hospital. किधर है?
This is about the freebie of Arvind Kejriwal, who is giving universal education to all.
अरे where is this happening? In which planet?
Okay, Shehzad Poonawalla,
But where are these hospitals and schools he's talking about?
you have to respond to the criticism that has come in time and again from the opposition. Rule states that the center does not release funds, that there's partiality, and they are biased towards the states that are ruled by the opposition.
2014, the amount of money states got was 31% as per the Finance Commission. After Finance Commission 15, it is 41%. It has increased. I just told you the figure, 30 lakh crores versus 1,20,000 crores. The amount that the states can borrow has been increased, borrowing limit increased. Now after this, if they, and plus the major infrastructure projects is funded by the center, whether it's in Bengaluru, whether it's in Chennai, all of these are funded by the center. So my humble question today is only one question. Even Delhi, most of the money is paid by the Home Ministry for the government servants and for the Delhi police. My question is, sir, if your model is so great, why you have to take the support of Congress in the election of Lok Sabha? You are begging with them with a begging bowl that come to us and support us. Our Delhi model is not working.
That his seven MPs and his 7 MLAs put together can come in a minibus in...
That's okay, sir. That's all
But
right.
Brijesh Kalappa, I believe, wants to counter you, sir.
You will be reduced to a rickshaw next time.
Brijesh Kalappa, the share rather has been increased. Brijesh Kalappa, please respond.
No, Swati, I think the facts are that Uttar Pradesh gets more than the 5 southern states. When that is the case, why does this happen? It happens only because BJP has a stake in Uttar Pradesh. BJP has 0 stakes in the south of India. So therefore, the point is that you treat some states differently from other states.
Okay.
Now, how much is the state of Karnataka giving by way of
wants to come in and then quickly.
to the center?
So you're saying जहाँ पे ज़्यादा representation, वहाँ पे ज़्यादा पैसा.
16 paise comes back. So when that is the case.
Okay, I got your point. JVC Sriram.
Swati, the finance minister has time and again said these are recommendations given by the finance commission, and the finance commission and those people go and talk to every state government, and they can always ask what are the parameters to be included. It is not the central government which decides that Uttar Pradesh should get so much money, or Tamil Nadu should get so much money, Karnataka should get so much money. And the gentleman before me spoke as if that BJP does not have any stake in Karnataka. Now, how many MPs did Karnataka send to BJP and how many to Congress? And let him have a look. Electoral politics, victory and defeat, it's cyclical. So next time, the Congress party will be wiped out in Karnataka for the kind of fake guarantees they gave and the kind of governance that they are giving.
Kamru Choudhury, respond to that.
They should not blame the central government.
One quick rebuttal.
They should ask themselves, do they represent the finance commission?
Okay. Kamru Choudhury, please respond to that.
Swati, just give me 30 seconds out here. Let me just tell, Shehzad Poonawalla was quoting data from 2014 to 2024. When GST was implemented in 2016, the entire division of central pool of funds has changed after that. When Narendra Modi came to power, the planning commission was abolished and they brought in the Niti Aayog out here. The finance commission that is recommending the funds for devolution to the states is acting in a prejudiced manner, denying the states their rights. What should have been the issue out here is whether Karnataka, which is providing around 6 to 7% of the total national revenue, why should it be starved of the funds, of the own funds that is giving to the center, and why should the state like Uttar Pradesh, Bihar or other states like Madhya Pradesh receive the majority of the funds? What is the logic behind it?
Okay, what is the logic behind this? Now take a rebuttal, sir. I have to wrap up also. Please take a rebuttal.
I hope Akhilesh Yadav is watching this debate as to how they are abusing people of Uttar Pradesh. Secondly, in Karnataka, and I was not expecting Brajesh to make this argument, in Karnataka, Bengaluru contributes much more than say a Mandya. But Mandya must be getting more because it requires more development. Now, are they going to divide? Jammu Kashmir gets disproportionately more. It is based on number of factors. Jahan development hai, jaise Mumbai contributes much more, but the Vidarbha
So you're saying
might
the
get much
parameters are
more.
different when it comes to allocation.
Yes.
Okay.
It depends on number of factors. For Mr. Brajesh, I can imagine Kamru ji making this, and Kamru ji ka statement, dekh lo, Akhilesh ji, kya gaaliyan de rahe hain Uttar Pradesh.
Okay, all right. Now the Congress party says that the BJP is unnecessarily creating an issue out of it. The Prime Minister also spoke about the issue, put out a post saying people need to be vigilant against such parties who make promises before elections and then find it extremely difficult to keep up those promises. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for joining us. I'm wrapping up the debate with that.